Greetings and salutations, my artsy friends. How is everyone this morning? So good, I hope. So good. I have, already had a pretty amazing morning. I hope you have too. Let me know all about it. Oh boy, I have so much stuff piled up on my desk. And I just straightened a little bit of it last night. Whatevs. Okay, so, if you are brand new here, if you would like, comment, and share Anne Corbiere-Scott designs with the world, the artsy world, I would greatly appreciate that on all these social media platforms. Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and then ask to join our Stitch Along with Anne Facebook group and our Anne Corbiere-Scott Designs Facebook group. I would greatly appreciate it. That's for sure. So let's chat about art journaling. Good morning, Keels. How are you today? So my thought, I've been trying to just kind of go as I'm inspired and create as I'm inspired, and just I'm always on the lookout for something new and fun, and where can we take that and what can we do with that, and so that's what I'm gonna kind of work on this morning. I saw this really cool technique. Good morning, Valerie. I saw this this really cool technique as I was scrolling around on social media, as we do. And it was by Stampington. Stampington magazine is an art journaling magazine. Amazing. Anyway, there was this really cool technique, and I thought, I want to incorporate that into our creation today. So remember that as long as you're not claiming it for your own, you can absolutely be inspired by that other person's creations, and then work that into your what do I want to say? You're creating artsy arsenal, right? What's in your noggin? What are your go-tos? Sometimes I make little notes to myself. I want to play with this technique, right? And see how I can make it work with everything. I'm into my text stamp, so I'll be using that. And incorporating postage stamps. So I have some more envelopes here to cut off postage and anyway, figure out how to incorporate that into what we're creating today. So I'm going to set this aside, and I have some of my flowers done, some of them not. Like I said, I really want to incorporate this one. I feel like it's kind of done. This one I still need to paint this flower. I don't know. I challenged myself to use the entire art printable on a 2-page layout in my art journal. Okay, so there's my text stamp. I just feel like I want to take everything to the next level artistically, right? So I want to paint some of these. I want to paint some of these hole reinforcers, and I want to let's see, these are all painted, so let's move those to the side. And I have these two. I don't know that I want to add any more on this. I kind of like the white, the pop of that. This one, I was thinking, let's do it blue. Let's really incorporate the blue. So I have my brush soaking. I've already activated my paints this morning. Work that water into that paint, and then I feel like I want to just, this is all going to be fussy cut, right? So it doesn't matter if we overshoot, right? But I like what happens when, I don't know, just these little, the little, what do I want to say? Blemishes, sort of, that kind of happen when you're coating your copy papered print of an art printable. When you've adhered watercolored ground, right? Sometimes stuff like that happens. I just really want to go with that. I want to see where I can take that. I want to push myself artistically this morning. Oh, everybody take a drink. So I'm going to, these are the same flowers I was just painting on the other day. And I feel like this is really going to pop even more if I darken up the paint. Let's see what happens. Now let's dry this, see if it kind of repels it. I love that. So how is everyone doing this morning? Oh, look it. I painted over it. Good morning, Denise. We're painting with Nancy's tulips this morning. And just know that if you are not an art journaler, you can absolutely take all of these techniques and transfer them to card making or whatever your artsy medium, or excuse me, technique is. Let's see what happens if I put some water on here, because it's a little bit dark. Maybe we can get a little bit of a we can get a little bit of it to let's see, come away, and not so much. Well, it was worth a try, right? So that one's painted. So while we're waiting for that to dry, let's fussy cut this one, and then I'll start to talk about, well, I want to share, I have so many artsy things to share with you this morning. I want to share how I am going to take all of these flowers to the next level. So I have so many artsy ideas. I wrote them all down this morning. You know what's crazy? When I was going for my walk this morning, that's usually where I come up with artsy ideas, or I don't know, like a phrase, or I'm just going to tell you, this morning, nothing. This morning, I was listening to the B-52s, love them, and my mind just kind of went blank. Not like blank, like I wasn't thinking of anything, but I don't know if it was because I wanted to think of artsy ideas. Do you know what I mean? That my mind was like, no, never mind. just enjoy your walk. And so I did. But then when I came home, well, I sat on the couch to cool down because it's already super hot here. And then I, oh, whoops. Chew. Sorry about that. But then I was eating my breakfast and I thought, what can I do to these flowers to kind of zhuzh them up a little bit, right? So I'm thinking, and then I remembered this idea that I had seen online on Stampington's Instagram, and the artist, her name is Lulu Laberlu. Laberlu. Her actual name is Estelle. Anyway, she oh, stop it right now. Let's get some orange on there. Stop it. I just love to have these kinds of little bits and bobs because they always take things like to the next level. And just paint very randomly with complete abandon. Let's get some green on there. There we go. And turn it so you're applying paint in all different directions. Let's try the blue. And that one is, well, it could possibly make mud. So, the blue and the green, not the greatest, but that's all right. Let's get some orange on there. And now I'm thinking let's hit it with the heat gun and then put some more paint on there. How much paint can a hole reinforcer hold? We'll find out. $76, holy tamale. It is, it's going to be over 100 today. I was going to go swimming yesterday, and you know what? I didn't. I just stayed in the air conditioning all day. I went out and ran a couple errands in the morning, and then that's it. Okay, let's see. I think I want to try flicking some of that orange again. Because some of these dark ones, I think that might be kind of cool. See what happens. I did not put watercolor ground. I just pulled them out of the package. This is just an easy tool to for artsy assemblages, I think. I've used them for years. Ask Tammy. She and I, I don't even know, probably 10 years ago, she took some art journaling classes from me at a local store. And we did a whole thing where we made these artsy tiles with, oh my God, they were so cool. Anyway, okay. So there we have that piece. But now I want to share with you the cool technique that I saw from Stampington. So I'm going to move some things around. So you're going to need security envelopes for this. And Posca pens or whatever acrylic paint pens that you have. Okay, so are you ready? It's so cool. So I made one right here. So you can make an artsy pocket with, okay, so look, here we go, right? So we're gonna take this, I cut the windows from a security envelope, and you're going to, let's see, do we want to use that bottom? Yeah, let's use this bottom. No, we're gonna have to use this side. Okay, so I'm gonna cut right here, straight across there. Hey, Joni, how are you? Right, so I cut the top off, and I'm using them as like vases, right? So this one could be a double vase, right? So we could glue it down like this, or like this one, I cut the sides and just glued down, use my my glue stick to glue down the bottom and then the sides. So then there's a pocket. Let's see, where's that flower? Okay, so look. Stop it, stop it, stop it. And then, here's the other cool thing. Then we can absolutely grow this. I know. I love when I find a cool artsy idea. So give all the props to Estelle at Stampington. She cut the sides up. So this is exactly how she did it, right? She did the, I know, how cute would this be on the front of a card, Denise? You could do like a bouquet, right? So I was thinking about all these tulips, and I knew that I wanted to do like a row of tulips, so it's Nancy's tulip garden, right? And then I wanted to incorporate the keep growing sentiment. I wanted to have that be part of everything. I don't know exactly where I'm going with that, but I painted it. Remember, this all started out as a color study. So we have our values, right? We have a couple of layers of a color, and then we incorporated values of that same color in mark making, right? So I don't know exactly where we're going to go with all of this, but here I will make a pocket so you know how to do that, and then I'm going to start to build other things. Okay, so like I said, so she just did it clear on both sides. But what if we had this, we snipped the sides, right? And had this one be like a double vase. So let's take our glue stick. You know what? Since let's try some art glitter glue instead. So we're gonna do there, there. And then I want this one to be up a little higher. I don't know why, just cause, right? Wait, it gets cooler. It gets so much cooler, you guys. Now, you're gonna take, are you ready for it? A Posca pen. And look, we're gonna make mark making on the window, right? With that acrylic pen. And it's gonna look like it's just beading up. It's gonna look like it won't dry, but it will. Look at, I did this one right here. Right? And this I know I have a little bit of overlap of the window, so I can make my mark making go down underneath. Shut up. I know, Keels. I know. So you know what's so funny? I was maybe let's do this whole both windows the same. I'm telling you, I saw this and I was like, oh, thank you, Estelle, for dreaming up this fabulous artsy idea. So this will take a little minute to dry, so make sure that you keep your hands off. Do you know what I mean? Like, make sure that your hand isn't touching it, right? So when I'm dreaming about this, when I'm thinking about this, I'm thinking, look at this. It's like, that's oh, let's do some more over here. Stop it right now. It's like the first artsy layer, right? I just like all of that going on, right? So, oh, everybody take a drink because I want to ponder for a minute. So here's the other cool thing I was thinking. Once you make your vases, you can, because we're just going to slip our flowers in and out, you can continue to grow the artiness of each flower, right? Looks like I need a little bit more glue stick. Right there. I want to put all my, so you can take your flowers in and out, right? So you can art those up as much as you want, right? So I'm going to put my other vases. So I have this one. I'm kind of digging that. It's hard to see like where the cellophane ends. I'm just guessing. Okay, so look at, we could do this, right? Let's get some. I like this one has like this thick base. Right? Look at that. Right, so we have this big, thick base. Very cool. And now we need some for over here. So here I have one skinny. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That might be the ticket right there. So, oh, and I didn't cut off the top of this one. Shall I leave it like that? Like a window? That's kind of cool. What do you think? And this one, I think I want it to be let's cut off the top, right? And let's cut off the bottom. So let's do that one right there. It looks kind of like a test tube, doesn't it? Stop it. That it looks like a test tube, Joni? Right? Absolutely. I'm loving this. I'm loving this. Okay, so while these are drying, let's get some Posca pen marks on here. So I have a pink Posca pen. And just note that it can be however you want it to be, right? It's never going to match perfectly, but that's life, right? We want like values and remember we've talked about shades of colors and all that. Oh my gosh. It's so good. It's so good. I just like this really quite random. So good. And this one, I have like a peach color, which is lighter, but I'm kind of digging that. I'm digging the idea of there being like all these shades. Do you know what I mean? Let's just do some dots. See where we go with that. Kind of loving that. Stop it, stop it, stop it. I'm loving that. Okay, I'm going to set this aside. Then let's zhuzh up our flowers a little bit. So, let's see. We need to fussy cut this one. We need the rest of these flowers. I just think by doing little artsy techniques within these flowers, we're going to really take things to the next level. And give lots of visual interest and cool places to look at our art journal entry. So I'm going to just cut this off. And then I'll come back and fussy cut all those little stamen or whatever you want to call it. I know I'm using these giant scissors to fussy cut. That's what I grabbed first thing this morning. Whatevs. So I'm not going too close. Close enough that I'm still going to get the vibe of these little independent things sticking out the top, but I'm not, it won't take away from the I want the integrity of the, what do I want to say, these stamen to stay. I know, Keels, and she's probably horrified watching this. But it happens all the time. I just grab usually what's like kind of close. Let's get a little bit closer on that one. Okay. So I'm just thinking about all these things that we can do. So I was thinking about we could certainly we could add the texture stamp or the text stamp, excuse me, colored pencils, washi tape, Posca pens, colored pencils, right? We can do all of those things or none of those things, whatever we're kind of jamming on. So I know that I want to do some Posca pen in these stamen. So I have a giant bag of Posca pens, but I don't have, I really like the number, I like the 3 and the 5 millimeter, whatever that is. I like the 3 and the 5, and so I don't have that. So should I do yellow, this gorgeous ochre there, or white? Let's try white first, see what it looks like. I don't know if that's enough contrast. What do you guys think? I don't know. I know I want to do some white pen work in the center of this flower. I've been kind of thinking about that. It's been in my noggin. This one I like. I'm just kind of pouncing that white on there. See if that gives me that's a better contrast. I like that better. So then I was thinking, so I told you I really want to use the text stamp to add like that little bit of fun. But I was also thinking about Posca pens, and dots, but not stippling dots, just more like mark making dots. Does that make sense to anybody? So I was thinking like this. So in this tulip, what if we did just some random mark making with a similar color, with a, with this is coral peach, which I think is kind of a pretty addition to this. The orange from Tokyo, what? Midnight in Tokyo. So I'm kind of digging that, but I'm feeling like, let's go up here a little bit. That's, come on, right now. That is very cool. I'm feeling like maybe I should have done the text stamp first, but that, oh my gosh, look at that. Oh, that's making me so happy. So let's do a text stamp on all of these in some kind of way. Let's see. And I'm doing stays on in stone gray. No particular reason, that's just what I grabbed. There we go. Just that little bit. Yep, just a little touches here and there. We could go this way. Oh, pretty, pretty, pretty. If we go this way. Oh, that's pretty. A little bit here, a little bit there. I love when it's just like kind of random. You never know what's gonna take. Let's do that again. I kind of like the up and down. Oh, ripped it. Good thing I have lots of glue at my house. What if we go this way? So I grabbed the gray, and I'm finding that I'm liking it because it's subtle, like it's not as stark as if I was stamping in black. It's just giving me just this little bit of I don't know, cool visual interest. Ooh, there you go. That's a good one. There we go. I'm digging that. Okay. So now look at just that. Then we're going to slip that in there. Right? And then we can do some artsy cluster making down here. Let's move these girls and boys. Right? So we can dig through some stamps. We can do some let's see, some text, right? What if we did that? That's gonna make me happy, especially because it kind of is anchored down here in the corner. What do you guys think of that? That's making me happy. So let's get some of that down. Okay, so I got some glue up here, so I can either put something on there or what if I kind of use I don't know. Let's see what this looks like. Maybe. Or not. Wipe it off. But I do want to incorporate some of these bits and bobs, you know? What if I make that smaller? Right? So that could be part of an artsy cluster. So I went through a whole bunch of my stamps and I trimmed them, but I still have so many to go. Look at them all. So many to go. But I do have that and this. And I have these envelopes over here to trim stamps off of. Look at that one's from Kiehl's. Look at those, are pretty, aren't they? Look at those. That looks kind of like a tulip. There's another one of those pretty butterflies. And then look at these. These are from my friend Jennifer in Australia. So let's... I'm telling you, no mail will be safe from us. No mail will be safe. And I love this because then whatever Happy Mail you sent me kind of lives on, you know? Look at these. There's a pear, and I swear that's a tulip because I think these were from the same set. And I love a canceled stamp because it has those funky lines that just kind of happen. How am I doing on time, you guys? I'm just creating away and not paying attention this morning. This one was bent a little bit. I'm going to try and get the bent part off. But I feel like I really want to, I want that ruffly edge. You know how stamps have that ruffly edge? I love that. Okay. Stop it, stop it, stop it. So do we want to do like this? And then like this? I don't know. Something down here. Do we want this down here? I don't want to cover up my values. Oh, but I wanted to talk about something. Ooh, I'm getting myself all too much into this. Okay, so so remember I did the postcard swap with Hannah, and some postcards are starting to roll in. So I have so much to share with you guys. So I got, let's see, 4 postcards. Okay, so here's the first one. And it is, I was talking about it during my stitch along yesterday. I noticed that this one is all one layer, right? There's not anything glued on, which is very interesting. But look at all the layers that it appears to have. So that's really something to consider, right? And this just says, take a moment for yourself. And it's from Michelle from Fort Wayne, Indiana. So pretty. So pretty. Next, we have, look at this one. This is one that Valerie really liked yesterday. Look at all of the Zentangle patterns. So that is absolutely a big inspiration, right? And this is made on a piece of watercolor paper. You can see the texture, I think. There we go. Now you can see it. Okay. And this, are you ready for it? Is a girl named Mary who lives in Midtown Phoenix. I love that. I love that. And John Lewis. Stop it. And dogs. I love that too. This bright and beautiful postcard is also on a piece of watercolor paper. And then she's layered all kinds of stickers and ephemera, and it looks like maybe bits and pieces from magazines. Love it. Look at those platforms. Gosh, I used to love a platform shoe. Okay, so anyway, this one is from Oregon, but I don't know how to pronounce her first name. Ariadne. I don't know how to pronounce it, but isn't it gorgeous? And again, look at, it's that doggy thing again. I love that. I love that. And then this final one, I can't wait to tell you all about. This one is maps of the Seattle area, and it says it's better to travel and get lost than never travel at all. And this one has a letter attached. Dear Anne Marie, we unexpectedly lost my grandmother, Mimi, last spring. Mimi, my mom, and I used to work on the I-Hannah postcard swap as 3 generations together. Losing her was very difficult for my family. While sorting through her craft room, I found these half-finished postcards for the swap. I finished them this year in a final collab with Mimi. I hope they make you smile. Greetings from Maryland, Ariel. And I am so honored. I am so honored. That is just amazing. And these pieces of map are glued onto a postcard, a photo postcard. I know, Keely. So honored, right? Okay, so I've gotten lots of happy mail in the mail besides postcards. Here is a card from my pal, Brandy. You color my world. Look at how cute it is. I was thinking about you and hope you are doing well. I miss you, Bran. I love that. I love it so much. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, this is from my friend Jan Golden. This is one of my flowers. That always makes me so happy when I get my artwork in the mail. You are amazing. And then she says, hello, dear Anne. I found this and thought of you. Hope you find many uses for it. With love, Jan. Wait till you see what it is. It's this little pad of paper from Stamperia, and it's all clipped. Look at it. It's all clipped bits and bobs. Oh, look at her. Look at her, Adele. Oh my gosh. Look at this page. Look at this page. So many possibilities. Look at them all. You know I'm going to... Oh my gosh. The kiss. The tree of life. Look at this one, which is the cover. And all that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Jan. Made my brain start thinking in a different way. One of the postcards that I got came in an envelope. So I have all this cool artwork. But then look at inside. This, I haven't shown you this postcard. So that's 5. Sorry about that. This one, she included... Here we go. Hi, Anne Marie. I hope you're enjoying the spring Hannah swap. Best wishes, Mary. I enclosed a bit of collage fodder. So look at, so this washi tape right here with the butterflies. Loving that. And then look at all of this. So this is just little bits and bobs. At first I thought it was just the stickers, but it's so much more than that. This gorgeous leaf. This gorgeous jelly print on deli paper, and these butterfly stickers. How thoughtful and cool was that? So I'll probably be figuring out a way to do that when I do the next, postcard swap. I think she does 2 a year. So if you didn't do this one with me, you might be able to do the next one. It was so fun. It was so fun. Okay. Or let's do a postcard swap within ourselves. Okay, final one from Miss Denise. I love it so much. Shut up with her funky handwriting. I love it, love it, love it. And she used my washi tape here and here. She wrapped it around. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Denise, I'm so happy. But wait till you see what's inside. So this is Lindsay artwork. Look at her gorgeous painting. And she's got little bits of glitter in the center of the flowers. Love that. You find the beauty in everything and everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Denise. But wait till you see what's inside. Oh, and there's an embossed card mat, which, you know, I'm all about that. Okay. So look at these. Look at these. They are sticker patches. Hi, Anne. I wanted to send you some happy mail, but also wanted to let you know you have been in my prayers as you are going through this difficult time. Here's to brighter, sunnier days and memories that last forever. Love, Denise. But over here she says, you are never far from my brain/noggin. Saw these in Pawhuska, Oklahoma, and said to Nancy, Anne would love these. That means the world to me. That you were thinking about me and that you saw them and you know they are. So look at, hiya. A paint palette, a cactus. Oh my Lord. Where they're going to find a home someplace. I'm thinking my art journal, but let's see. Anyway, Denise, and look at back here. This gorgeous little dragonfly with Denise's signature inside. Denise! Oh my good golly, you made me so happy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, everybody take a drink. Let's see. Let's do our comfort book before I forget. Sometimes we get ourselves so involved in what we're making, aka me, that I almost forget. That looks like a long one, so let's... Ooh, words. At the university, doing my master's degree in English literature, I continually felt stupid, and the reason for this was that I had chosen a module called Critical Theory. This involved reading a lot of French postmodern and post-structuralist philosophy, which even when translated into English contains so many apparently deliberately and playfully obscure sentences that I had to stare at each one for about a half an hour to even begin to fathom it. In particular, I studied just enough to know that there is always a gap between the signifier and the signified. The word dog is not dog. The word water is not water. A painting of a pipe is not a pipe. TV footage of a war is not a war. On the whole, these theories came across as really complicated and obtuse ways to state depressingly obvious, we are always grasping after a meaning we can never quite reach. But when I became ill, they took on a broader meaning. I felt like a walking signifier, signifying a person I could never quite be. There was a gap between what I looked like and what I felt like. And the only way to bridge that gap was by talking and writing about what was going on inside me. And yes, in the philosophical sense, words are never quite the same. Words are never quite the thing they describe, but that is also their use. They can help externalize internal things. The moment we try and turn a thought into words, we place it into a shared world. This shared world we call language. Once we take our personal unseen experiences and make them seen, we help others and even ourselves to understand what we are going through. What we say aloud can never quite capture what we feel inside, but that is almost the point. Words don't capture, they release. Come on, you guys. That was so good. Oh, I almost forgot to share with you my my index card of the day. So I haven't done ellipse yet, but I will today. Today it's ellipse and here's my little piece of paper with all my stuff written down on it. Ellipse, lost and found is today, lost and found, and recipe is tomorrow. And tomorrow is also my brother's birthday. It's always kind of a funny day for me now. We used to have big birthday parties, and now not so much. But we do think about him and celebrate in some kind of way that's meaningful to our family. So here is something in the orange. Remember, I started this, and I think I had pretty much gotten things down during Pop and Paint Party the other day. I don't know that I had done the lettering. Something in the orange. If you've never listened to that song, listen to it. It's so good. If you've never listened to Zach Bryan, listen to him. He's that good. And here is Ferris wheel. I really wanted to play with the idea of a giant flower as the Ferris wheel with all those spokes coming out, and in the case of a flower, all those petals coming out. I just love the simplicity of this one. I'm really playing with the idea of taking things to the next level. Like this one, I feel like all these, it just needs some white, a little bit of white in the center of those black flower centers. I don't know what those are called, but I think that just pops it back to life a little bit, don't you think? You could do a little, and I've already posted this, but no, I haven't posted it, I don't think. Maybe I've just taken pictures, and it's not like I can't take another picture. Absolutely can. I like to just flick sometimes with my gel pen, because then it starts out dark and kind of trails off, which kind of makes me all kinds of happy. Oh, loving that. What's the other? Oh, I have the postcard that I think I started the other day, and look at it. Turned out so good, you guys. It turned out so good. Remember, we did it on a postcard blank, and then I put a jelly print down, and then I just started to build some artsy parts on top of it. Can I tell you, I am loving the whole postcard thing. So send me a postcard and I'll send you a postcard. But let's get back to this. I think, so I really want to, so Sue was telling me that if I soak the postage stamps in water, the paper will peel off, and then and then I'll just be left with, but that's still sticky on one part, so then we can, that's kind of making me happy. Right? Let's see if this one will peel off. I don't know. So has anyone tried that? She said if I soak them in water, that the paper will come off, and then I'll just be left. Then I just put the stamps on a towel to dry. Anybody? I know it's almost time to say goodbye, but I can't stop creating this morning. That's a good thing, right? That's a good thing. Oh. Isn't that like you can't stop once you start? What do they call that? It's visually satisfying, and it's oh, okay, Valerie, thank you. Okay, what do I want to do with this guy? Oh, I don't want to go, let's go down here. Oh, that's pretty. Put some glue up there. Oh, that is making me so happy. Glue. Okay, I know it's time to say goodbye, but let's put some flowers in here so you can just kind of see the idea, and then I'll keep working on this later. Stop it, you guys. Oh, what about... that one needs to be a wider one because of the... Loving it, loving it. Then what about... So we need a skinny. And look at, I could have this come out. Stop it. Stop it. This little swirly there could go on the outside. And then I could glue that down. Stop it. And this guy, because it has lots of... Right? One, two, three, four, five. Then I have this guy. Then I have this one that I lost the legs off. I lost the little stem. I'm sure it's right here in this pile of cut up papers somewhere. Right? It could go... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm loving it so much. And then I need to figure out how I want to do my title, right? I don't know. I'll keep digging. I'll keep cutting and gluing and lay that one on the bottom of the page. This one, I gotta find the legs though. I'll find them. They're right here somewhere in a pile. I still have to use these. Oh my gosh, I hope that you guys are like all inspired and you go out and make something amazing. I know I will continue to work on this. How fun is this? And then just think, we can like, this can just be continue to grow, right? So until, oh, don't forget to open your newsletter tomorrow, and I will see you all on Tuesday. I adore you. Bye, everyone.